All right. So here we go. Our first live stream here. Okay, so set up for failure. What does that exactly mean? Set up for failure. Well, when you think about it, as a society as a whole, especially when it comes to our health, we're set up for failure. And this is what I mean when I say that. Okay. When you go down the road, go to a gas station, restaurant, or even a grocery store, the convenience that you have as far as sweets, sugar, alternative potato chips, saturated with sugar, saturated fat, carbs, that's all readily available and it's displayed in such a way to catch our eye. All the healthy stuff is, on the bottom rack or on the outside of the aisle of the stores. A lot of your, I guess, chips, sweets, things like that in the middle of the aisle. Even when you go to check out, what do you see at eye level? Candies, sweets, uh, all that other good stuff. So we're constantly being bombarded with quote unquote conveniences that does nothing for us health wise. Would you agree with that?
I definitely agree with that.
What have you seen?
Just like you mentioned, when I'm in the checkout at the grocery store, what catches my eye? Snickers, candy, potato
M&M's,
chips.
Skittles.
I'm so tempted to just grab a couple of them, but I refrain. But yeah, but I see that. It's just in your face everywhere, really, and it's just readily convenient.
hmm Yeah, even if you go through the grocery aisle, there you go. The lean cuisines. Oh my goodness, lean cuisines, frozen dinners, um, small little packages full of sodium. But we're to believe that these are healthy choices, but are they really? Something to think about. So it's definitely something to think about when it comes to set up for failure, because we're convinced that we don't have time for this. We don't have time for that. So in part, we have to reach for the conveniences. The McDonald's, the Chick-fil-A's. I know Chick-fil-A is good. The Wendy's, the Arby's, Lean Cuisines, the Hungry Men. All these things are made for our conveniences. But in turn, what does it really do? What does it really do? Well, it really makes us lazy. It really makes us lazy mentally because we psych ourselves out like, well, maybe I don't have time. You know, I don't have time. I'm running late for work. Let me stop by Jack's and pick up some breakfast. Okay, are you really running that far behind? You stand in line for about 10 to 15 minutes.
Well, then too, what about preparing the night before?
That's a solution, but we'll get into that a little bit later. A little bit later. So right now we're talking about the effects of what society has done as far as setting us up for failure. So the convenience aspect. Oh well, you don't have time for this, so therefore we'll make it convenient for you. We have these the Oreo thins or other stuff that makes us to believe, okay, then well, it's convenient, a nice little healthy snack. All I have to do is just get this and go. Is that necessarily the case? No, not really. It's very interesting. I was on my way to Selma to see a client. Stopped by a gas station, and the gas stations nowadays are almost like mini restaurants because you have food in there. But 9 times out of 10, if not 9.5 times out of 10, the choices for those gas stations aren't too good. They what Chester's Chicken, Hunt's Pizza, but it's convenient. Oh man, I'm on the road. The next restaurant is down the road. I can stop by here and give me some chicken, some greasy chicken. You know, and then too, when you think about as far as Saturday, you don't feel like cooking. Oh man, I need to get home. I don't feel like cooking. Mentally lazy. I'll just stop by Popeyes and pick up a family meal. Family meal is what $21 or something like that. 8 pieces of chicken, two sides. Oh, okay. So that's convenience. Makes us mentally lazy to the point where our health isn't important. What's important is our convenience. But you have to reason to yourself, is our convenience worth our health? Something to think about. So what are some of the issues that a lot of people find themselves in as far as, not finding time or making excuses like they can't find time? What are some of the excuses?
That's why they can't find time.
Mhm.
I'm tired, or I've got to work, or I've got a family, I've got kids, I work all day, I just don't feel like it. Those are some of the excuses. Schedule. Thank you, Rico. Yeah, schedule. Yeah, don't, that it doesn't fit into my schedule. But the thing is, you find time for the things you want to do.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, we
Mhm.
find time for scrolling through Facebook, scrolling through Instagram. Yeah, so we find time to do the things that we want to do. But those are some of the obstacles or challenges people have, that their schedule, maybe they work, maybe they have a family, they have kids, maybe they're taking care of other family members. So those are some of the things, obstacles that people um, say as to why they can't find time.
And for the most part, society as a whole, they've accepted, well, you don't have time, therefore go grab this or go do this. That's why you see an abundance of, your fast food restaurants, your microwavable dinners. I was watching a commercial on YouTube one time about some little breakfast bowl that you can pop in the, I think it's like a protein power bowl or something like that. And if I was to bet my pinky toe, it's probably got so much sodium in there, man, you look like a sponge when you get finished eating that. Because that convenience comes at a cost, but a lot of people don't realize how much that cost is. For example, um, a double quarter pounder or McDouble at McDonald's. You know, back in the day, it was like $1 something.
No,
But now, do you know how much McDouble costs?
no, I don't.
$3. $3. $3.
Mm.
So if you really take time and crunch the numbers, are you really saving some stuff? Subway how much sodium is in the deli meat?
Buttload of
Yes, a
sodium.
buttload of sodium. Then you got all that bread. So what you actually doing? You feeding yourself very little protein, high in sodium, high carbs. So you're really going to get the benefits from Subway. Every now and then, maybe so, but realistically, if you were to eat like what Jared said he lost weight, he probably did, but he did more than just eat Subway. That's what they don't tell you. You can't just eat Subway every day and then actually lose weight. That puts you at a severe calorie deficit. That only lasts for so long. It will last for so long. But like if you really break down the cost of what it would be as far as the convenience, it would actually end up costing you more money. Okay, can you hold that up so that they can see? So the average.
Can you guys can look at that?
Yeah, can you see it? Hold up. Yeah. So the McDouble is $3.19. Okay, it's two 1.5 ounce patties. Okay, now if you go to Walmart and you buy a 5 pound like chug of beef, oh, it's blurry. How about now? There we go. Yeah, 5 pounds of beef, that's about $15. Okay. And you buy like a pack of buns, 8 come in a pack, it's about less than $1, about 88 cents. Now, if you do the math, 8 pounds equal, I'm sorry, 5 pounds equal 80 ounces. Okay. So in order to equal the 5 pounds, and you'd have to get 3 packs of buns, you'd have to get 25 McDoubles. 25 McDoubles. Which if you did buy 25 McDoubles, that would be almost $80, $79.75 versus spending $17.55 on the 5 pound of beef and then the 3 packs of buns. So you end up spending about $60 more on your quote unquote convenience. So is it really saving you time and money? I don't see where it's saving you money. And what about time? Let's talk a little bit about that. So is the conveniences showing saving you time when you have to wait in line for about 5 or 10 minutes and you still end up being late for work? Not really. What about if you use that 10 or 15 extra minutes, wake up just a little bit earlier, cook you a breakfast, and then take it with you? I mean, it's not like when you're cooking your oatmeal or your bacon, you gotta sit there and watch it. Just set a timer. Get ready. There's always ways to make your own convenience versus relying on others to do convenience for you. So, but like we mentioned earlier, that's how the society would have you to believe. Well, I don't have time to do this. I don't have time to do that. But like Desiree was saying, we make time for what we want. Some people say, well, it's too expensive to eat healthy. No, it's not. It may take a little bit of time, but at the end, you actually be saving money. Like this example here, you can actually control what you put in your hamburgers because hamburgers in themselves, they're not unhealthy. It's how they're processed and what they put in them that makes them unhealthy. Yeah. So make your own convenience. So how can you succeed? Well, you have to take time for ourselves. Yes, air fryer. Yes,
Oh,
that's a life
that's a
changer.
game changer.
Yes, it is a life changer. We put everything in there. I haven't put an egg in there, but tilapia, salmon, French fries,
You probably could put an egg in there. Get you like a little small little
a little cast iron.
that you can put in the air fryer.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I haven't taken the time to do it because I like omelets, things like that. But I'm gonna try that one of these days. But we have to take time for ourselves. We make time for everything else. Why can't we make time for ourselves? Okay. Building good habits. That is the hardest thing to do, to build good habits. It's easy to form bad habits, but it's even harder to build good habits, to break those old habits. Okay. Staying consistent. Say it one more time. Staying consistent. That is the key.
Not perfection. Just staying consistent.
Yeah, and that's one of the hardest things, staying consistent, because we are impatient, especially when it comes to results. Things like, yes, 21 days, 3 weeks, three of anything is a trend. Okay, 3 weeks, 21 days, that's how you develop habits. Some people can make it past the 21 days to form those habits, some can't because they lack the patience. There again goes with the convenience. We live in a world that's everything's so instant. Instant meals, instant internet access, instant communication. Want things quick, fast, in a hurry. So when it comes to any kind of results, we expect to lose 90 pounds in 2 days. I mean, let's be realistic here. The only way you lose like 30 pounds in 30 days is if you're on a super duper crunch diet or if you have like a massive amount of weight to lose. Then you can lose all that weight. But if you're on a crash diet, do the 30 pounds in 30 days, what's your game plan after that?
What's next?
Because if you're not prepared, you're going to gain it all back. You have to do it again. Is it really worth it? No, that's a waste of time.
Yeah.
That is a waste of time. So you have to exercise patience. Okay. Make your own convenience. How can you make your own convenience?
Well, just set yourself up to succeed. Make your own convenience when it comes to your meals. You gave a good example comparing the McDonald's to buying your own food and making it at home. So just set yourself up to succeed. Getting up a few minutes early to make your own breakfast, or even better yet, prep it at night. Meal prep. Take a day and just meal prep meals for a couple of days. And then that way, you already have healthy meals or healthy options at home. Because a lot of times when we get off work, the last thing you want to do is go home and figure out what am I going to cook? I got to cook it. Yeah, but if you already have, because we meal prep, and if you already have healthy meals at home, I know on my way home, okay, I've got salmon, I've got shrimp, I've got tilapia. I'll go home, warm it up. Within 10 minutes, I'm eating. Yeah. So Make your own convenience. Meal prep. Set yourself up to succeed.
Yes, of course, it takes just a little bit of time, but it's time well spent
Yeah.
because, like she said, at the end of the day, when you're pooped, ready to go home, you just go home, pop it in the microwave, bam, you're done. Okay. We have some clients who, they meal prep twice a week because, they don't like, leftovers. I mean, that works for them. We meal prep once a week. It lasts us for the whole week. Because we get home late.
I know.
You get home, you don't feel like cooking anything, just warming up. And I'm not talking about just, chicken and broccoli and rice.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be
It doesn't have
boring.
to be boring. It does not have to be. Check out my channel, the Mac channel. I have some healthy recipes for, I have some grits here coming here pretty soon. Some other stuff. So make sure you check that out. And also, if you're not a subscriber of this channel, please do so. Please do so of our YouTube channel.
Smash that button.
Yeah, smash that button. So please make sure you do so because we give out healthy information, also exercises. Try to do it every week, every other week. Also have Motivational Monday and Gym Fail Friday. Yeah, which is pretty cool. So, but that's what you have to do to be successful. Just like if you're going to take a test, to be successful, you have to study for the test. The studying is that meal prep. Okay, to pass a test, which is your fitness, you have to prepare. I mean, there's no way around it. You can't just wake up and be like, okay, what's the game plan? You're setting yourself up for failure. And then failure sets in, that's discouragement. Discouragement, complacement. We see a lot of people who are just content with how they are because they feel like there's no other way to go. Well, there is, but you have to exercise patience. You have to be consistent. And we see this every year, especially in January. People get their motivational t-shirts. Yeah, I'm going to drop it like a squat and all this other stuff. January, February, March. They lose that motivation because they don't see the results. That's a combination of bad eating habits. But they'll go to the gym, but then when you get finished with the gym, I'm going to reward myself with that KFC combo and all this grease and stuff. That's not going to work. You have to be consistent with your training and your nutrition.
Yeah.
So, can you succeed in a world that sets us up for failure? Of course, yes, you can. But it takes effort, consistency, and patience. You have to be patient. Oh man, good job, Rico. 18 pounds.
Awesome.
Yeah, awesome job, man. Awesome job. So you have to be consistent. You have to be consistent. And of course, it's going to be tough. You're going to have some setbacks, but it's not perfection. Consistency is like 80% or better, not perfection. We're not even perfect when it comes to our diet, but we're consistent. And that's how, we look the way we do. That comes with that consistency.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's all it is. And, a lot of other people have seen results by just being consistent. It's an easy formula, but it's just hard to execute.
I think that's a good point that you made, that it's going to be tough. And I think that that's another, kind of rewind a little bit, that's another obstacle that people have, issue they have. It's tough. Oh, this requires effort. This requires work. This is tough. But the thing about it, anything that's worth attaining, anything that's worth having, it's going to require some effort. It's going to require some hard work. No one said this is going to be easy. And I think that people with convenience, they want easy. They want easy. I like easy sometimes.
Yeah, everybody wants easy sometimes, but you can't expect everything to be. If everything was easy, then everybody be doing it.
Everybody has the body they want.
But unfortunately, it takes hard work, consistency, and then forming those good habits. And having realistic expectations.
Yeah, that's a good one.
We're gonna have to cover that one in another video. Realistic expectations. Realistic expectations. That's gonna be our next one.
That's a very good one.
That's where that patience comes in. But we thank y'all so much. If y'all have any comments on this video, please leave them in the comment section. Or any other topics you want us to talk about, leave it in the comment section. Also, share this video, like this video, and become a subscriber to the To Get Fit Fitness channel here. Thank you all so much for watching. And as always, stay fit and come get some.
I'm looking to the wall.